welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, then welcome. And if you don't want to miss out on weekly pick a card readings, don't forget to subscribe. Today's pick a card reading is, what message are you meant to hear right now? In front of me, I have 4 different options, each with a different stone. Choose the one that really calls out to you. This is group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. Take a moment, and if you need more time, you can pause the video, and if you know which one you want, you can go to the timestamp down below. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so what message were you meant to hear right now? Okay, group number 1. So the first thing I see with the Leo card here is that you guys are being called to tap into this Leo-like energy, okay? And some of you might even be a Leo, you know. Often my group number 1s are either a fiery sign or they act like a fiery sign. But either way, you guys are being called to really step out and shine right now, okay? So it's kind of like you may have been kind of, you know, in the background or on the sidelines or just like, but now it's like got that feeling of it's time to take center stage in your life, okay? Like you really don't do the world justice by not shining or dimming your light, okay? This is confirmation that yes, you know, you are meant to shine. You are meant to step forward. And some of you even, you're meant to be in the spotlight. Okay, so it's really about like tapping into that Leo performer-like energy, you know, being in the spotlight or speaking, you know. There's also with Mercury here. That's the other thing. There's a theme coming through where words in particular for this group are going to be significant. So, and Mercury's all about communication. So it could be that some of you, you know, are going to be speakers or are speakers or have to communicate clearly and efficiently in whatever it is that you do, or maybe some kind of life purpose that you would love to do. For others of you, you know, it could be writing and speaking. There's just definitely a theme coming through that's like confirmation if you were thinking about this or feeling kind of, you know, uncomfortable with this area. Like this is saying yes, like go for it. This is, you know, your path. And with North Node here too, which is all about destiny, it's also like saying, yeah, you know, like regardless of your mind wanting to understand it or judge it, it's like, it's kind of like, you know, just stepping back to your original idea, whatever that was, and running with that energy, you know, because yeah, like your inner critic's going to want to come through, any doubts, any insecurities. And it's like, honestly, the energy for you guys and the message for you guys is to walk forward with this idea, with that bold Leo-like energy, and you know, just don't judge the process. Don't judge how it appears, because it's like it's all happening on purpose for you, regardless of how you think it should go. And also what's amazing is how nicely like these all tie into each other. I'm also feeling like group number 1, you guys might actually want to even journal like any ideas that come to you, because I feel like it's going to help you get some kind of clarity on something. Like you might be a little bit unclear even with this new idea or the path that you're currently on. And I'm feeling like journaling is also coming through with Mercury strong for you guys. And it will also help you tap into like that, your intuition, your higher knowing, you know, and you'll cut right through the mind wanting to, you know, cloud what is really going on here, okay? So yeah, that's also coming through strong for you guys. And, you know, communication is also all about, you know, the magician, and the magician is like align with your higher self, you know, and manifest your dreams. Like you guys have what it takes. Now it's like really time to step into your power and move forward boldly toward your dreams. And also with the North Node, it's all about getting out of your comfort zone to do so. And I know, you know, what's weird is it's like, it's kind of a catch-22 because in order to make your dreams happen, yes, you have to get out of your comfort zone. And often, you know, that feels uncomfortable until you're in the zone and doing the thing. But what's what's coming through is the doubts may come through like, oh, you know, can I really do this? But it doesn't matter. It's like, because it's more or less like destiny is what's coming through. Like, yeah, you know, so not only are you meant to do whatever it is you're wondering about, but, you know, it's just, okay, so I actually feel called to read the North Node's message to you guys. When the North Node arrives, there's something much larger unfolding than you may consciously realize. A situation, a challenge, or relationship has come to you that's connected to your higher purpose. And you've entered into a phase of deep soul mastery through something that may on the surface seem mundane. Your actions and attitudes toward this matter will have lasting ripple effects through this lifetime and beyond. Consider where you're being called to interrupt a pattern or of comfort to answer a higher call. Your destiny is on the line. Okay, so it's actually like really amazing how that all tied together. So you guys, this is definite confirmation that no matter how things appear or how they feel, like you are on the right path, and it is all about now moving forward with that Leo-like energy. And it does appear like journaling will also help you stay focused and clear on what's going on while you're in this, you know, in the process of really, I feel like you're going from like kind of like an old reality to like a new reality. Like it's like you're stepping into a whole new world and it seems foreign to you. But yeah, this is confirmation that it's all going to be all right. Okay, group number 1. This is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Group number 2. Okay, so what message were you meant to hear right now? Okay, group number 2. So immediately when I saw the moon card, what came to me was that you guys are currently going through a transformation is what I'm seeing. And I feel like your emotions have been kind of rocky lately. But the good news about this is that I feel like you guys are coming out of this intense energy and that things are starting to become smoother for you. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel. In fact, I'm getting like the star card energy for you guys. Like a lot of healing has taken place, a lot of inner work. Like you guys have really been, you know, just putting in the work as far as like your spiritual like healing goes. And along with that, you guys are being called to really tap into this Pisces-like energy. And I wouldn't be surprised if those of you that choose this group aren't water signs or have it in your chart, because I do feel like, you know, you do resemble that of a water sign. But either way, right now though, it's all about really just honing in, you know, on your emotions and getting in touch with what's going on. And the more honest you can be with yourself, like the smoother this is going to go for you is what I'm seeing. And along with the Pisces energy, so as you guys are starting to, you know, go through like this transformation, it's like your intuition and your awareness is really starting to become sharper is what I'm seeing, which yeah, so I feel like you guys are also tapping into spiritual gifts right now. Okay, so yeah, and I feel like you're also getting your own signs and symbols. It could be through music, it could be through dreams, it could just be, you know, whatever's going on around you that you're noticing. You could be seeing repetitive numbers lately. All that is like confirmation that, you know, regardless of what it feels like and what it looks like right now, just keep going, you know, keep moving forward. And that things are going to become clearer for you. Things are going to start to make more sense, and you're going to start to feel a lot more balanced. In fact, I feel like a lot of you are coming out of this already, and that you are starting to feel more balanced, you know, and grounded and centered again. because you're emerging to a more elevated version of yourself. And then with the 5th house here, yeah, and the 5's really jumping out at me, and you guys are going through a lot of change. But on top of that, with the 5th house, the passion, this really like ties everything together. Not to mention though, the 5 is green, which makes me think of the heart chakra. So, okay, so this all ties in together amazingly. You guys are really to tap into whatever it is that really like ignites your passion right now, okay? And really puts you in the present moment, because I feel like that is what is going to make this whole process of transformation like smoother for you to emerge to your elevated self. And yeah, and whatever you're passionate about is going to put you in like a love frequency and vibration. So you are going to, it's like, you know, stepping into the 5th dimension, the realm of love and like truth and awareness. And you guys are going to, basically you're like entering a whole new world is what's coming through for this. But either way, it's like your creativity is also going to start taking off if it hasn't already, okay? Like you're gonna like start tapping into, I'm seeing like this whole like new intuitive artistic side is what's coming through for this. So yeah, group number 2. Okay, so this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments, and if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Okay, group number 3. Okay, so what message were you meant to hear right now? Okay, group number 3. Speaking of 3, so I drew the 3rd house for you guys. And what that tells me is that you guys are really, right now is a time for you guys to step away from things that are distracting you from your most authentic self, is what I'm seeing. And it's really about reconnecting with your inner world and your perception and your reality right now, okay? And also with the 3rd house here, there's something coming through as far as you guys and communicating authentically and clearly and honestly with somebody, okay? So that actually really ties in with the 7th house nicely, because this is all about relating and the relationships in your guys' life, and really, you know, coming across like authentically. So there is either an area in your life or is a relationship, and that doesn't have to be romantically, it could be with anybody, where either you guys are long overdue for a conversation and, you know, it's time to rekindle something, or it's time to like let this person go. You guys will know like which resonates for you, since it is a general reading. And if it's none of that for you guys, then this is literally just about you in general and how you relate to others in your life, period, okay? Like really coming across as your most authentic self. Because, and it's interesting how this all ties together so nicely with the ascendant here, and that being the outlook. And this is basically how, you know, you show up to the world. It's like, are you aligned with your most authentic self? Like this theme keeps coming back for you guys. So it's like really about taking personal inventory, like really looking and reflecting at yourself and how you portray yourself to the world. And it's like, are you, like, you could take social media for instance, like, does your social media reflect who you truly are? Do you do things just for likes? Or is it like because it's what you, like what really reflects you? Okay, so it's kind of like that. Like, do things match up for you? Does what you wear, does that reflect you? Okay, does what you post, does it reflect you? How you speak to others, does that reflect you? So really it's all about, you know, you guys just, you know, seeing is how you're being reflecting the true you? And if not, why? And just really going into this in observer mode and seeing, like, what is it you're trying to get from others, you know? What aren't you giving yourself? Because it's always like a turnaround, and it's always about us with ourselves, you know? Because at the end of the day, that is who you're with, okay? So, yeah, and it kind of makes me think of that saying, like, you know, those who try to fit in, everybody likes them but themselves. You know what I mean? And and also like the Kurt Cobain quote is coming to me in regards to you guys, and it's like, I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I'm not. I'm not even going as far as to say, like, yeah, be hated. No, this is just about being true to yourself, and then watch the right people will be there, and then the ones who aren't right for you, they'll fall away. Yeah, so that's the message that's coming through though for you guys. Okay, group number 3, I hope this resonated for you. If it did, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Okay, group number 4. Okay, so what message were you meant to hear right now? Okay, group number 4. So right away, what I drew for you guys is the Taurus card. So right now calls for a time to really tap into a Taurus-like energy. Whether you guys are a Taurus or not, I do feel like the people who tend to choose group number 4 sometimes do come across like an earth sign. Okay, they can be very driven and practical, down to earth, and really, you know, do what it takes to get something done. So a very determined and disciplined type of energy coming through for you guys. So you have that part down is what I'm seeing, okay? But on the other hand though, the part of the Taurus though that you guys need to tap into currently is more like slowing it down, okay? And really being in the moment, and just, you know, just taking a deep breath and just like getting relaxed and centered. And you might think, well, how is that productive? Well, honestly, when you operate from a certain driven standpoint constantly and you find yourself hitting like a wall, it's kind of like that's when you realize, like, okay, so even though I'm pushing myself, I'm not actually like accomplishing more. And maybe some of you will be like, well, yeah, I am. Okay, but either way, okay, so energy operates so much with what actually flows in this world and what doesn't. And what is coming through for you guys is that tapping into, it's kind of like a stop and smell the roses type message. It's like, are you enjoying life though? Like, yeah, you know, you guys, you get stuff done. I get that. You guys have a very go-getter like energy. But are you enjoying the moment? Are you enjoying life? Are you, you know, remembering to slow it down and actually like notice your surroundings? That's what you guys are being called to do, okay? And I also feel like, you know, with the 12th house here and opposition, that you guys have gone through a significant like shakeup where you feel like your life has done a 180. And I also feel like, you know, you're currently going through like a transformation where it's kind of like the old world is no more, okay? And I feel like, you know, along with that, you guys have had a lot of opposition, a lot of conflict, whether outside of you or inside, and both, you know, probably for a lot of you, and it's been intense. But I feel like you guys are like coming out of that, okay? So, and I feel like, you know, things are starting to like emotion-wise become more, you know, balanced again, and you guys are rising above. Like, you're becoming a more elevated version of yourself. I feel like your intuition is heightening, like all that, you know. And it's kind of like the Taurus like energy will help you though during this time of opposition to really, you know, regain the balance by seeing things clearly, you know, and not getting so caught up in your head and trying to figure things out, but really like stepping back into the present moment, stepping back into that awareness, you know, and really starting to see things as they are and not how your mind is like trying to, you know, figure it out. And along with the 12th house and surrender, like this ties together perfectly. So you guys, you know, you're coming out of a karmic cycle, I feel like. So these old patterns that you have, that you're aware of, are starting to dissolve. But, you know, it can still be intense while you're going through it. And I actually feel called to read to you guys this message about the 12th house. Okay, so it says, attend to the small signals and synchronicities on the edges of your rational perception. This isn't an issue that can be figured out by sitting down and making a list of pros and cons. Instead, you're being asked to respond to the call of your own deep end. Listen into the knowings that arrive through dreams and intuitive hits, often channeled through silence, and don't be afraid to lose your footing to find new ground. You're learning that applying less resistance and more compassion is not the mark of weakness, but it is actually a new form of strength. Notice when you've tensed your body for a blow. Tenderize yourself to your situation, soften some of your boundaries, and breathe out. Okay, so you guys are currently really having to step away from your logical, rational mind that is trying to figure things out, but it can only get you so far, and really stepping into this new energy where it really is about noticing any signs or symbols and, you know, your intuitive hunches and what comes to you through dreams, and really paying attention to that, as well as like being used to, you know, like it said, like also basically like coming from the heart versus the mind, you know, and stepping on this new ground can feel uneasy and uncomfortable, but it really is like that leap of faith that it's like that it takes to go from that old world that has basically been, you know, like has crumbled, and emerging as the phoenix, you know, from the ashes into this elevated version of you. So yeah, like the rational mind can only take you so far, but this is calling for something else entirely is what I'm seeing for you guys. And the Taurus-like energy of really being in the present moment and seeing what comes to you intuitively is what will help you guys like get used to this new way of being in this new reality for you. It's transformed, elevated version of you. Okay, group number 4, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.